Let's say, for example, that a house burns down, and we ask why. Now, certain events can be overdetermined. I mean, it could be that this is a house where there was no fire retardant in anything, and there was dry kindling everywhere on the floor for some reason. And a person had started an electrical fire by accident, but then a person had also poured gasoline on that fire. And if you start heaping these causes, both necessary and sufficient, and contributing onto this event, well, then it becomes difficult to say, well, why did the house burn down? Right? What was essential here? It is true that some examples of radicalization are overdetermined. You have someone who has a grievance that can be more or less plausible. You have someone who's been indoctrinated by others. You have someone who's read all the books and taken one interpretation versus another one. But you also do have pure cases where you have someone with no grievance, political, economic, or otherwise, who's never known anyone victimized by outside powers, who's in precisely the situation you're in, and yet finds specific ideas captivating that lead to what we call religious extremism. And then in those cases you can dissect out the role played by specific religious ideas. It matters that martyrdom is a thing in Islam. Right? If there was no concept of martyrdom, we wouldn't be hearing from people who were expecting to be martyrs. It's one of the most important ideas that exists at this moment in human history. And it is almost certainly a fallacious one. And so when you begin to look at the role played by ideas, you see that certain ideas are essentially like radioactive waste. We have to figure out how to contain them. We have to figure out how to treat them and inoculate our societies against their spread, because certain ideas reliably divide people. They reliably motivate people to denigrate all the opportunities, the real opportunities they have in this life for flourishing and progress, in favor for a fictional opportunity in the next one. And these ideas, unfortunately, are coming to us predominantly from one religion at the moment. You don't see a lot of people thinking about martyrdom in Christianity or Judaism or Buddhism or Hinduism, and it's not an accident.